Hello, this is the lecture number 4 for the chapter Continuity and Differentiability of class 12, and in the last lecture we have discussed I think up to question number 24 or 25. Now I am taking the question number 26 of this exercise 5.1. Now again it is given that fx is equal to k cos x upon pi minus 2x if x is not equal to pi by 2, and this function is equal to 3 if x is equal to pi by 2, and it is given that the function is continuous at x is equal to pi by 2. It is continuous at x is equal to pi by 2. So as usual, when the function is continuous at pi by 2, we can write that the value of the function at pi by 2 is equal to right hand limit at pi by 2 is equal to left hand limit at pi by 2. Now f pi by 2 means equal to pi by 2, which is equal to 3. So f pi by 2 equal to 3. It is given it here in the function. And pi right hand limit at pi by 2 we write at pi by 2 plus h, and left hand limit at pi by 2 we write pi by 2 minus h. So f pi by 2 minus h means not equal to pi by 2. We'll use this function. So in place of x, replace pi by 2 plus h, pi by 2 plus h. Pi by 2 plus h here and pi by 2 h here. Pi by 2 plus h, pi by 2 plus h. Similarly, for the left hand limit pi by 2 minus h, again it is not equal to pi by 2. So replace x is equal to pi by 2 minus h, x is equal to pi by 2 minus h here. Now simply you have to use the trigonometry. Cos 90 plus theta is equal to minus sine theta. So cos 90 plus h is equal to minus sine h. See it very carefully. When you simplify the denominator, you are getting minus 2h. Similarly here, cos 90 minus h is equal to sine h, and when you solve the denominator, you are getting h, rather 2h. Now we know that limit sine h upon h, limit h goes to 0 equal to 1. So sine h upon h equal to 1, so it comes out to be only k by 2. Similarly here, k sine h upon h equal to 1, so k upon 2. So it is 3 is equal to k by 2 is equal to k by 2 means k is equal to 6. So it is somewhat easy question because it is given that this function is continuous at x is equal to pi by 2. So therefore we put the left hand limit, the right hand limit, and the value of the function at pi by 2 equal, and by doing so we are getting the value of k as 6. Now similarly in question number 27, or rather easy question than question number 26, again it is given that fx is equal to kx square if x is less than equal to 2 is equal to 3 if x is greater than 2 at x is equal to 3, it is continuous. So again we write f2, the right hand limit at 2, the left hand limit 2 will be equal to each other. f2 means equal to 2, so we'll use the first function, that is k2 square. Now for right hand limit at 2 we write x is equal to 2 plus h. For left hand limit at 2 we write x is equal to 2 minus h. 2 plus h is again greater than 2, so it will be equal to 3, and 2 minus h is less than 2, so we'll use this function k 2 minus h ka whole square. So by taking the limit, this comes out to be 0, so it will be 4k. So 4k is equal to 3, so k is equal to 3 upon 4. So somewhat easy question than the previous. Similarly, question number 28, again it is given that this function is equal to kx plus 1. If x is less than equal to pi, it is equal to cos x when x is greater than pi, and it is given that this function is continuous at x is equal to pi. So as usual we write the value of the function at pi, the right hand limit at pi, the left hand limit at pi, they will be equal to each other. f pi means equal to pi, and we'll use this function. So in place of x here, replace pi. Now right hand limit at pi, it will be pi plus h. Left hand limit at pi will be let x equal to pi minus h. Now pi plus h is greater than pi, so we'll use this function. So in place of x, replace pi plus h. Pi minus h means less than pi, so we'll use this function. So in place of x, replace pi minus h. See it very carefully. This. So take the limit x equal to 0, so it will be k pi plus 1, and h goes to 0, so it is equal to cos pi, and cos pi is equal to minus 1, or rather you can solve like this, cos 180 plus theta is equal to minus cos theta, and when you take the limit x equal to 0, so cos 0 is equal to 1, so the value of this limits comes out to be minus 1. So when you solve this, k pi plus 1 is equal to minus 1, it will be equal to minus 2 upon pi. So this is the value of k under the given condition, then the function is continuous at x equal to pi. So similarly, the remaining two questions, that is the question number 29 and 30, we'll discuss it. So it again gave, it is rather an easy question, 5.1. That is, again it is given that the function it is equal to kx plus 1 when x is less than equal to 5. It is equal to 3x minus 5 if x is greater than 5. And it is given that the function is continuous at x equal to 5. As usual, we put the value of the function at 5, the right hand limit at 5 by positive, 5 positive, the left hand limit at minus 5. They are all equal to each other. F pi means equal to 5. So we'll use this function to replace x by 5 here. 5 plus 5, right hand limit at 5, we write at 5 plus h. Left hand limit at x at 5, we write 5 minus h. So 5 plus h is greater than 5. So we will use this function. 5 minus h again less than 5. So we'll use this function. So in place of x, replace 5 minus h. In place of this, replace 5 plus h. This. Now take limit x goes to 0. Limit x goes to 0 to 0. And this is 0. So 5k plus 1 is equal to 4. So the value of k is equal to 3 upon 5. So again, it is an easy question. It is given that the function is continuous at x equal to 5 to find the value of k. Now question number 30. It is an important question. See it very carefully. It is given that the value of this function is 3, 5 when x is less than equal to 2. It is equal to ax plus b. B if x is greater than 2 and less than 10, and it is equal to 21 if x is greater than 10. It is given this, and it is given that it is continuous. It means that it is continuous in all its domain. Domain is from 2 to 10. 2 से लेकर 10 तक it is continuous for all the values of x. So we'll take, because it is continuous at all points in the domain, so we take that at x equal to 2 it is continuous. The first case we take at x equal to 2, the function is continuous. So first of all, we will find f2. So f2 means equal to 2, means, and right hand limit at 2, 2 positive, left hand limit at 2, 2 negative. Because it is continuous at 2, so we can put the value of the function at 2, the right hand limit at 2, and the left hand limit at 2 as usual. So f2 means equal to 2. It is equal to 5, and right hand limit 2 we write 2 plus h. Left hand limit we write for 2, we write 2 minus h. For 2 plus h, we'll use this function greater than 2, ax plus b. So in place of x, replace 2x plus b. 2 plus h. 2 minus h is again 2 less than 2. So we'll use this function. It is equal to 5. This is 5. So by taking the limit, this comes out to be 0h. So 2a plus b. So 5 is equal to 2a plus b. We are getting the first equation. Because we have the two variables, so we must have the second equation also. So we take the continuity at x equal to 10 because it is continuous from 2 to 10. So we'll take the condition that it is continuous at x equal to 10. So it is continuous at x equal to 10. So we write the value of the function at 10, the right hand limit at 10, the left hand limit at 10. They are all equal to each other. So f10 means equal to 10. So equal to 10 is equal to 21. It is 10 plus h, right hand limit means greater than 10. So greater than 10, it is given as again 21. So I have written as 21. Now 10 negative means 10 minus h. 10 minus h means less than 10. So we'll use less than 10 condition, that is ax plus b. So here in place of x, replace 10 minus h. This. 10 minus h. When you take h goes to 0, this comes out to be, what you're getting? 0. So it comes out with 10a plus b. 10a plus b is equal to 21. So this is the second equation. This is the first equation. When you solve these two equations simultaneously, solving them simultaneously, we are getting the value of 2 is equal to 2, a is equal to 2, and b is equal to 1. So it is a good question. It is given that it is continuous at in its domain. Rather, it is continuous. So we can take that it is continuous at 2. Back to using the condition when it is continuous 2, right hand limit at 2, left hand limit at 2, and the value of the function. Similarly, it is continuous at 10. We write that the value of the function at 10, the right hand limit at 10, and the left hand limit at 10. They are all equal to each other. So we can say that they are continuous, and by putting them equal we are getting the second equation. The first equation is this. You solve them simultaneously to obtain the value of A and B. Okay, this is the end of the continuity topic, and we have discussed almost all the question of exercise 5.1. Thank you.